Busch Gardens Williamsburg, located in Williamsburg, is an amusement park themed to various historic European countries, such as Germany, Italy, and Sesame Street. Busch Gardens won the Golden Ticket Award for Best Landscape Park 20 years in a row. It's almost like Gardens is in its name. I'm sure they've won more awards, but the Golden Ticket Award website is not as well looked after as Busch Gardens Williamsburg is. That covers the gardens. The Busch Park comes from the Anheuser-Busch Beer Company. The Busch Garden Parks and SeaWorld Parks have been owned by the same parent company since 1989. Busch Gardens Williamsburg received a brand new Intamin multi-launch, or Blitz coaster, if you're a fan of cool names, in the form of Pantheon, which I'll talk about last to keep you coming back. Loch Ness Monster, 1978. Loch Ness Monster is the oldest operating coaster at the park, and it was the first and currently only coaster to have interlocking loops. I'm surprised newer coasters haven't done this because it looks awesome. Admittedly, this coaster has 2 lift hills to accomplish this feat and not much else to it, but like with launches now, get on it. Loch Ness Monster is also a coaster by Aerodynamics, so watch your head because it will get bonked. Alpengeist, 1997. Alpengeist is the world's tallest inverted roller coaster, and it is massive. 195 feet tall, 67 miles per hour, and you feel it. I like inverts, but I never like them as much as I like Alpengeist. The speed, the length, the valley it's set in, plus it's themed to skiing, so this ride was made for me. Apollo's Chariot, 1999. Apollo's Chariot was the first B&M hypercoaster, a favorite coaster type of mine, and this one is weird. It's their first, so it's full of surprises compared to its more refined younger siblings. The first hill only goes 170 feet tall, but it drops 210 feet. Plus the pre-drop, that gave me a surprising stomach drop. The hills are funky and not the standard fare from the other B&M hypers that I've been on, which made it extra fun for me. Griffin, 2007. Griffin is actually the only dive coaster I've been on so far, and it is awesome. On the way up, you get a great view of the Wareham's Pond, and when you're held just before the drop, you have a great view of this massive Anheuser-Busch factory and parking lot. That holding break makes it hard to be prepared for the amazing drop that caused me to involuntarily shout, "What?" Plus it's fun to listen to the scared GP as they're about to go down a 205-foot drop at 90 degrees. Also, this coaster features a water splash that you actually turn around and go through the mist, which is awesome. It's such a nice touch. Grover's Alpine Express is a kid-friendly coaster that I haven't ridden nor seen with my human eyes, so I'll take this moment to talk about the defunct coaster, Dragonfire. Dragonfire was Arrow's attempt at building a B&M, which did not go well, because arrows are rough even when they're just making arrows. If you're interested in hearing the full story, you should check out this Defunct Land video on it. Defunct Land was the gas added to the fire that made me a coaster enthusiast. For Bolton, 2012. For Bolton is a family launch coaster located next to the pretzel stand and the loudest drop tower I've ever heard. It's a surprisingly forceful ride, especially because so much of it is in the dark. It also has enough theming for my imagination to run with it and enhance the experience, which I love. Spoiler alert! This bad boy also has a drop track, which is so cool, and my favorite part. Also, if anyone ever says they don't want to spoil a ride for you, it's because it either has a drop track or goes backwards. Spoilers over! It was also Carissa's favorite, so high marks. Tempesto, 2015. Tempesto is a big hit in a small package. You get everything you want from a ride. Floater, swing launch, ejector, and hoo boy is it powerful. Hang time, a big drop, and positives. This thing is awesome, and I really wish I had a clone closer to home. I will say it has really small seats. I'm pretty agile, and it was hard for me to get into my seat. Invader, 2017. Invader is a family coaster only in stature. GCI did not pull its punches with this. It delivers all the goodness you'd expect from a GCI in a fun-sized package. They were devious with those unbanked turns. They made even quiet moments on the ride a thrill. And now the moment you've all been waiting for. Candle dipping! Pantheon. Pantheon is a ridiculously amazing collection of elements. A 95-degree drop, outer bank turn, 0G roll and stall. On paper, this ride is stacked. My favorite part is the swing launch, where you're launched forwards and, spoiler alert, backwards, spoilers over, and forwards again. And the best part of that swing launch is this little bump. When you hit this thing backwards, it's the best moment of the ride. Backward ejector. Absolutely bonkers. Then you go up this huge vertical spike, the second best moment of the ride. In the back, it is wild just how high you keep on going. And then launched forward again over that little bump again, third best moment, for another powerful pop of ejector, but this time forwards. Yawn. This ride is awesome, especially in my head. But now to be a little critical. This ride can't operate in 15-mile-per-hour winds, which is not a lot of winds. They're very good at running it while they can, but this limitation will cause a lot of wind delays. I also saw people who could fit on any other ride not fit into this ride. I'm all for safety, but like, anyone can fit on Velocicoaster, and that's the same coaster model, so what's up with that? And, warning, enthusiast talk. This is literally the most enthusiast thing I could ever say, but this ride feels like Intamin trying to be RMC, but you can tell that they're not RMC. Translation, this ride didn't try to kill me enough. 9 out of 10, completely unrideable. Busch Gardens Williamsburg is an A-tier park filled with A-tier roller coasters. It's beautiful and pleasant to just be in the park, and all the coasters are worth the trip on their own. I'm excited to get back whenever the next new ride comes along. Also, they have cows.